took. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward.
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Okogie into the lane. Durant, the pass to Ayton. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Booker against George. Outside Paul. 5 to shoot. Booker against Westbrook.
Well, Paul George showing off his defensive prowess right there. Full energy, full focus, and a nice contest. Have we gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
To the paint. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here from outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Now here's Westbrook. George outside. Westbrook outside. Morris outside. Oh, the block just stops it cold and takes possession. It's Durant with a drive. And Durant with the big finish.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. He can't hit that time. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Fires it. Booker finds Durant. Another three for Phoenix.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Leonard passes to Westbrook. Morris sets a screen. Kicks it to George. To stop the run. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And here are the Clippers now. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Westbrook with it. Kevin Durant pulls it in. There's 1:40 left in the first. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep. Yeah, I can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
The kick out to Paul. Booker for three, and it's Phoenix with another.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Leonard against Durant. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Leonard, good.
That's an athletic play coming from Kawhi, just pushing his way past the defender and getting to his shot.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Durant against Morris. Durant, pass to Paul. Outside for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 5 now.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Here's George. Takes it inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for LA.
George hits them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And that concludes the first quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Durant finds Paul. Outside for Booker. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris for 3. He's off on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Paul for 3. Booker against George. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Morris.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
George against Booker. Fires from the wing. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Here's Westbrook. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Well, body and control isn't just for your shampoo at home. It's right there in Russell Westbrook. He gets fouled and still converts.
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Now Los Angeles with it. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Pass to Zubac. Westbrook against Paul. George outside. 3-pointer. Hauled in by Paul. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
Westbrook against Paul. Kicks it to George. Fires the 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. George has got 13.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
To the inside. Ayton takes the 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. And he's going for the lob. And George with the jam.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
That one goes. Count it.
How much fun is it to watch this guy when he's on one like this? Loves to attack the rim.
George, a deep 3 from beyond the arc, and then some. He's got 18.
George gets it going, and he is a rock right now on offense. Sturdy, steady, and strong.
Spins. Pass to Ayton. The kick out to Paul. And there's the drive. Here's Okogie. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Leonard. For three, George. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
There's 49 seconds left in the second period. Ball against Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. And he lobs it up top. And the jam by George.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Oh, sweet move. Ball passes to Booker. Here's Okogie. Off target with the three. Los Angeles has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. And the jam by George.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Inside. Oh, Morris with a steal. Here's Leonard. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles Clippers, doing some damage from deep. He now has 5 3-pointers in the game.
The Jabberwockies.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Norman Powell out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble. And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Here's Highland. Gordon outside. Pass to Batum. Here's Highland. Out to Powell. The 3 is up. The rebound by Shamet. Outside Warren. Outside Ross. Kicks it out to Warren. Back to Ross. Pass to Baisley. It's Warren on the wing. The Suns need to get off a shot. And Landale gets it to go.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Gordon with it. Picked up by Ross. Batum's shot is off. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Shamet. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. The ball's knocked loose. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Just love these opportunities in the open floor to see athleticism like what Norman Powell gave us there.
Now Ross. And Brett, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. But you got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team. Good to see Baisley step up and knock down the 3 ball.
Batum, pass to Gordon. Pass to Highland. Plumlee with it. And no good to start the night. Missing his first attempt there. Ross with it. Checked by Gordon. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen away. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Highland. And he converts the layup. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Oh, there's the alley. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Powell outside. To the paint. Gordon outside. Batum with a screen on Ross. Hangs. Gordon got a hand on it.
Well, given how long Baisley is, just not a good idea to get that ball anywhere near that length.
And here's Gordon from the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Shaman. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Highland. And it's good. 2 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Shaman. Outside Ross. Back to Baisley. The shot no good. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's Highland. Back to Plumlee. Over Warren. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on T.J. Warren.
The defender tries to get all ball, but Plumlee's size and strength come into play there.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Oh, my! What a slam right at the buzzer!
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
The third quarter comes to a close.
Your Clip fan, please give a big round of applause for your Clipper Youth Dance Team.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And the Clippers with the ball. 9-point game. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Morris passes to Leonard. Back to Morris. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Okogie on the wing. Ayton with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Up top, Morris. Back to Westbrook. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Leonard outside. The kick out to Morris for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can expect Westbrook to find an open shooter. He trusted him with the pass that time.
Durant with the bucket.
Oh, my. The air is thin from out there, but I tell you what, he's got deep range.
Kicks it to George. Back to Westbrook. And stolen by Paul. And they're pushing it up. The three. And the Suns get another three.
Well, the defense has to stay up on Chris Paul. When he sees separation, he's going to find an angle to get you.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Leonard outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Chris Paul.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
George with a steal. Westbrook with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And stolen by Durant. And now the Suns fast break. Oh, George with a steal. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Leonard passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Knocks it down from distance. And the Clippers lead by 13. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
Yeah, BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
George for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
1:51 left in the fourth. Back to Booker. Tries the spin move. For three, Durant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Pass to Leonard. Westbrook outside. To the inside. Here's Zubac. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Clippers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paul George.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Got a piece of it. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Booker for 3, gets the 3 to fall.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Westbrook outside. Back to Leonard. The 3. Nice D from Durant. Here's Phoenix.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Now here's George. Pass to Leonard. So no problem for the Clippers as they... All right, Alec, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
to put on a show for their fans here tonight. So the Clippers win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Clock is at 3. Over Edwards. The shot by George, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Towns finds Gobert. Edwards against George. Stolen by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. It's stolen by Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Conley against Westbrook. Conley scanning the floor. And finished off by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Now here's Leonard. Now the pass to Westbrook. Shoots the 3. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Westbrook.
Well, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Passes it to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Back to McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Paul George grabs the miss. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Kicks to Leonard. Pass to Morris. On the wing, Morris. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
I think they want Towns to be a little more active like this, using his size and strength to score on the move.
Westbrook dishes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot. When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
Defense all over Westbrook there, but he's crafty, he's slick, and he was focused on that shot.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Conley against Westbrook. Stolen by McDaniels. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside for George. Zubac, a screen on Towns. To the paint. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Zubac finds Morris. Connects from three-point range.
And the one thing about Moore, it doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Outside Conley. Towns a screen on Westbrook. Here's McDaniels. And that one released in time, but no good.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now, here is George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. Clark, of guys playing today, who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
You know, Kevin, the smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach. But point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future. You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Clippers leading by 4. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. The pass to Zubac. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Leonard attacking. The dish to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Morris against Towns. Morris kicks to Leonard. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 4.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Outside Leonard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Timberwolves call time.
All right, folks, if you want a T-shirt, come on and make some noise. Okay, everyone.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. George looking over the floor. And the 3 ball is good. George has got 5 now. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Westbrook passes to Morris. Back to Westbrook. Zubac with it. And rejection by McDaniel. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. with it. It's stolen by Morris. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And he slams it down right on top of Karl-Anthony Towns.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition. Times it perfectly and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
Now here's Edwards. He kicks it to Towns. Looking to end the run. And the layup is good. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And here is Conley. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Conley dishes to Towns. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Well-coordinated play there. I mean, Towns rolls off at the right time. So important, the timing of that roll, and shows good finishing ability on the move.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
As one of the biggest stars in the NBA, Russell Westbrook, Clark, puts a lot of energy into his charity work.
Yeah, he really does, and I don't know how many people really recognize that, but I know he's appreciated for it. He started the Why Not Foundation to help underserved communities, and they're doing some great work. Russ said, why not? Has always been his attitude whenever he's pursuing a tough goal, and thus he named his foundation the same way.
Now Zubac after Westbrook's missed 3. And here's George for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 13-point game. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Now George. Stolen by Conley. That'll do it for the first half. The Clippers ahead
with the score
as they wrap up the second quarter. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
The Timberwolves 14.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anderson is out there with Reed. Then it's Taurean Prince, and it's Noel in at the point guard. Highland passes to Powell. On the wing, Batum. He's covered by Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Highland. Back to Batum. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 11. Prince outside. Pass to Noel. Back to Prince. Anderson the screen. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Here's Anderson. Reed. It's good on the putback. Reed's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the Timberwolves.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy. I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Gordon. Gordon against Anderson. That shot off, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And the Timberwolves call timing. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And the Timberwolves with possession here, trailing by 13. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Conley with the three. Here's Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Conley against Westbrook. Conley kicks to Gobert. Towns for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 9.
Among big men, Towns is one of the very best spot-up shooters there is, and very consistent on the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Westbrook dishes to Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. He feeds it to Morris. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He's got 9.
George, no stranger to dealing with contact and still finishing the shot.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Back to Leonard. 40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Morris finds Leonard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. No good from Zubac. Timberwolves trail by 12. McDaniels passes to Conley. Towns up top, covered by Morris. Pass to McDaniels, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
Slam dunk city, Paul George with the big-time throwdown there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Highland in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, you know, he kept out-dueling the defense over and over. No matter how hard they worked to keep up with him, it didn't faze him. His shooting percentage clearly reflects how unstoppable he was.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Westbrook against Conley. Outside Leonard. Conley against Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Shot on the wing and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 16 points for Leonard. Outside Edwards. And he tries in, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
Gobert with a screen on George. Here's Edwards. It's good, and there's a block called in the play. He'll get 1 free throw.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Westbrook kicks to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Westbrook scanning the floor. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The pass to George. Left side, Leonard. And he's knocked off court. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Foul to the Timberwolves.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is
At the line for your Clippers,
everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Westbrook against Conley. Morris kicks to Leonard. There's the triple. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Edwards, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive in scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And Edwards drops them both. 1:35 left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Westbrook passes to Morris. Back to Westbrook. Pocket six on the wing. Morris unloads, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for Los Angeles.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kawhi Leonard.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Here's Towns. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morris finds George. A three ball. Morris, no good. Here's Minnesota. 17-point game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And Edwards drops them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Now, here is George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily, even early on. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Against the Minnesota Timberwolves. A matchup of two of the league's top centers tonight, RJ. These kind of battles are different than they were just a few years back.
Yeah, big men, they have really entered into a new phase of dominance. These versatile centers in the league, they can do everything. They can run the floor, they can pass, you can run your offense through them. They can shoot from deep. They do a little bit of everything.
Incredible athletes. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
The kick to Durant. Lets it go from deep. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
The confidence that... Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Outside McDaniels. Launches it. The Suns clear it.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Drains the triple.
What I like about Paul is he picks smart shots to take, especially when they're behind the arc.
Edwards against Booker.
Oh,
yes! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Pass to Okogie. Booker against Edwards. Spins. Just 5 on the clock. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Paul against Conley. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Outside Edwards. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and the basket by Towns.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Pass to Durant, uncovered, and he connects with a jumper. Durant's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Towns passes to Conley. Paul with a steal. Outside Durant. There's the triple. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Outside for Booker. Just 5 to shoot. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Edwards against Booker. Here's the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Suns have got 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Paul. Banked it in off the glass. 5 points in the game.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Outside Edwards. 52 seconds left in the opening quarter. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Here's Paul driving to the basket. McDaniels against Durant. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Conley passes to Towns. Kevin Durant pulls it in. The Suns leading. Pass to Okogie. To the left wing. The 3 from Ayton. That shot, no good. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns. On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They trail by 3. From deep, Conley. The Suns clear it. Hayden's got 4 rebounds in the game. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Booker, the pass to Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
And that's tough right there. Love when Durant goes up with purpose and finishes over contact.
Here's Edwards. Durant's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Pass to Okogie. Outside for Booker. Paul for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. It's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Conley finds Towns. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and roll. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
The kick to Durant. Here's Paul. There's the drive. It's Booker on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from outside.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
They set the pick. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Booker. And that one comes up a bit short. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Booker for 3. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Phoenix calls timeout.
The loudest section gets t-shirts, so get loud.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Conley with the ball, now guarded by Ayton.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The kick out to Conley. And here's Edwards outside, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Paul passes to Booker. Clock at 6. And he's going for the oop here. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Outside Edwards. Towns on a screen. The 3 connects from downtown. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
Right side Paul. Pass to Durant. Here's Ayton. Booker with it. 6 on the shot clock. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And that one's good from Conley.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Booker finds Ayton. Oh, they need this. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to McDaniels. Paul with the double. McDaniels inside. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the jam by Gobert.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
The clock runs out, and we... Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Suns, 21. The Timberwolves, 31.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
T.J. Warren out there with Darius Baisley. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Landale in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Ross. Down low. Shot clock at 4. Yep, count it.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Ross. Here's Prince. Three-pointer, no good. The Suns trailing. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a lift for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Pass to Noel. Back to Prince. Left side Anderson. Here's Prince. 4 on the clock. Into the lane. It's hauled in by Landale. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Minnesota. Get on your feet right now, crowd. It's time to fire off some people.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Get on your feet and give a warm welcome to you.
Here's Shamet. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ross over to the left wing. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Back to Noel. Outside Anderson. Lets it fly. And rejected. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
RJ, you were in the middle of a few trades in your career. to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had a connection to, the fan base. But eventually you figure it out.
Conley finds Towns. Crafty move. Oh, what a play. It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. It's Warren on the wing. And there's a 3-second violation. Phoenix calls timeout. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from coach is simple. Stop him.
And the Suns making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Minnesota in the lead. And Towns' three-pointer is a lead. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Beautiful timing from KD. He just knows when to get up there for the alley-oop.
1:46 left in the third. Edwards can't hit. The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Left side, Durant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Ball against Conley. Durant for 3. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Durant's got 17.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Towns. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Towns nails them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Okogie going inside. Here's Durant. Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. Durant has the open look. And it's Phoenix with another.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Now Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Drops in the 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves ahead, up 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. Paul against Conley. The turnaround. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Stolen by Ayton.
Timberwolves foul. Mike Conley. First personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw good from Booker.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Ball against Conley. Outside Durant. Launches a three. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
Minnesota ball.
Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Conley passes to Gobert. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Kevin Durant.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Pass to Okogie. 5 on the clock. Here's Booker. Now here's Ayton. Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. And the Suns miss again.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. You can't allow any space. Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Ball passes to Booker. And here's Durant. And he drives in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Durant too quick off the drive. Easy dunk for KD.
Outside Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And it's the Suns with the ball. 9-point game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Durant against McDaniels. And a foul called. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
And even with the coach's challenge,
The previous play is
these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told them, quote, play as if it's 0-0. We want that type of energy and focus. We might be winning, but this game is not over yet. It's a clear message, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Conley against Paul. Pass to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Booker. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Shamet, he's checked in for the Suns. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 9-point game here. The Suns running out of time. Outside Paul. Outside Durant. Wing shot on the way. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Driving inside. The 3 from Ayton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Back to Durant. It doesn't go for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And they go to the intentional foul.
Chris Paul, first personal foul. 15 foul.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Anthony Edwards.
And that's good as he hits both shots. 52 seconds left in the game. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ayton. Off target at the rim. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
And he drops the first.
Jaden McDaniel.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul into the lane, and he banks in the layup.
See, I like it when Paul attacks the hoop, when he looks for his.
Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Just 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with a 3.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Gobert with it. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road.
Greg, these two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the one.
There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
Now here's Paul. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Paul looking over the floor. Now the pass to Okogie. He dishes it to KD. 6 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. There's the three.
Love seeing the hustle from Russell Westbrook, especially on the defensive end.
Here's Booker. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Now here's Westbrook. Leonard finds Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Fires it up. That one off the back iron and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group. Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And here's Leonard from three. Rebound by the Suns. Paul outshot. Out to KD. Drains the three-pointer.
That's how you want the play to end. Durant, one of the best shooters in this league.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Pass to Okogie. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Westbrook against Paul. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Zubac. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. And George kicks to Zubac. Outside Westbrook. Dishes it to Leonard. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world.
Now here's Ayton. Here's Paul. The layup off target.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but to be just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Leonard inside. Misses from short range. Suns trailing. Paul with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Here's Okogie. It's Durant on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by KD.
I'll tell you what, Durant takes a lot of contact inside. Defenders try to muscle him, but it doesn't matter.
Now here's Westbrook. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here's Leonard from three. Morris, left side. Passes to Zubac. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Leonard from three. Booker pulls it in. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Outside for Durant. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Stolen by Durant. Again, Durant missing. It's all tied in Phoenix. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Blocking foul called on Chris Paul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's George. Outside Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Puts it up. Clock at 4. Rebound by the Suns.
Chris Paul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Ayton. Durant in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. No good there. And the Clippers will come the other way.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now, here is George. He has 5. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. A crossover, and then Durant with the jam.
I don't think we've ever seen a player of Durant's size who can handle the rock that well.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness. Tells you something about his competitive will. And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Paul with the bucket.
Cold-blooded. That's just part of Paul's makeup. He pulls no punches.
George looking over the floor. Leonard dishes to George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
Now here's Paul. The pass to Okogie. He takes it in. Great D that time from Leonard. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Los Angeles with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Leonard, that's for 2. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. Ball against Westbrook. Durant sets a screen for Paul. Kogi for 3. They get it again. Kicks it out to Booker. The fader. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
Back to Westbrook. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Leonard out to Morris. Paul against Westbrook. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Westbrook passes to Morris. Outside, George. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. George has got 5 points now this quarter. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Pass to KD. Out to the wing. Leonard with the steal. Westbrook finds George. Back to Westbrook. And here's George. The three-pointer, no good. Now here's Booker. Here's Ayton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Ayton's got 6 points.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Here's George. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. So, all right, Dave, thank you. And And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Plumlee out there with Batum. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Now here's Plumlee. Highland passes to Powell. Shamet with the steal. The feed now to Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Well, you know that Ross can throw it down. Nice one right there.
Clippers trail by 3. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Highland passes to Gordon. Kicks it to Plumlee. Ross with the steal. Shamet with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Warren. Passes it to Landale. Here's Ross. Pass to Shamet. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Highland passes to Plumlee. Ross with it. The pass to Shamet. Here's Landale. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Los Angeles. Warren kicks to Shamet. Back to Warren. Up and in on the lane. Warren's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
Here's Powell. Here's Batum. Gordon dishes to Powell.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Now Shamet. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Baisley. Back to Shamet. Ross in the corner. The three sinks the triple. Ross has got 5 points in the quarter.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a three.
Here's Highland, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now, here's Shamet. Passes to Warren. Shoots over Powell. And the shot by Warren, no good. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 7. Batum passes to Plumlee. Here's Highland. He feeds it to Batum. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Shamet kicks to Warren. Ross on the wing. Here's Landale. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Clippers trail by 6. Here's Highland. Outside, Batum. Gordon outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And stolen by Booker. An even 3-on-3 break. And it's Durant missing. Clippers trail by 3. Clippers moving the ball around. George finds Westbrook. Out to Morris. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Zubac. From deep, George. Offensive rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Booker. Over in the corner, Paul drills the three-pointer.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
Outside Westbrook. George against Booker. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Paul George.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Back to Paul. Outside for Durant. 4 on the shot clock. Nice move. And it's good on the way in. And the Suns lead by 6.
And that's just knowing where you are in the shot clock. Durant with a terrific bailout.
Over in the corner, Zubats. George passes to Westbrook. George against Booker. The kick out to Westbrook and taken away by Paul. Okogie for 3. Back to Durant. Over Morris. Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Booker outside. Into the lane. And KD throws it down.
KD with the reach to finish anything you throw his way.
Clippers trail by 8. And here's George. Here's Zubats. Pass to Morris. Westbrook against Paul. Goes back up. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. To the middle, got a piece of it. Westbrook dishes to George. Westbrook passes to Morris. Back to Westbrook. Now Morris. The shot by George, wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. George has got 5 points now this quarter. Paul against Westbrook. Paul outside. Outside for Durant. It's hauled in by George. And it's Westbrook with the ball. Brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. On the wing, George. Back to Zubats. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Westbrook against Paul. Outside, KD. With the drive. Count it!
I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Here's George. Yes!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And the pass to Booker. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so they foul intentionally.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And here's George for 3. That one doesn't go. So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs, right? Thank you, David. Braden.
of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Here's Towns.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his third All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Now Los Angeles with it. And here's Westbrook. Drives to the hoop. Drops in the layup for two.
Perhaps no play defines Russell Westbrook more than that. An explosive drive. Nicely done.
And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, B.A., because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the second time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Leonard passes to Westbrook. Now Zubac. He's guarded by Conley. From downtown. And it's Westbrook that time on the assist by Zubac. Westbrook's got 5.
You love the quickness that Russell Westbrook gets into in the catch-and-shoot opportunities. Rise and fire, young sir.
Conley finds Towns. Outside Conley. Westbrook with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Westbrook drawing the double. Pass to Zubac. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Leonard passes to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morris. Oh, a clear foul there on the miss. Shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Edwards against Zubac. Gobert. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Here's Westbrook. Leonard against McDaniels. Pass to George. Out to Leonard. George, right side. Here's Zubac. Lets it go from 14. And he drops that one in.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Outside McDaniels. To the wing on the left. Here's Towns. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard passes to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Also, Dance Moon fans, it's time for the first Avenue Breaker.
Timberwolves making a change here. Prince has checked in. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the N1, yes, sir. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
6 to shoot. Leonard passes to Morris. George for 3, and the Clippers hit again from deep.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Pass to Gobert. Zubac with the steal. It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Westbrook outside. Hey, expanding his range. No luck on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter here. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Leonard outside. George outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
From the top of the key, the shot won't fall.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Boy, quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you guys think?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. McDaniels out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Just 5 on the clock. Here's George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. George with a steal. Now here's Zubac. Leonard outside. Morris finds Leonard. Back to Morris. Kicks it to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. George has got 7. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Edwards with it, guarded now by Morris. Towns against George. Blocked! Here's Gobert. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Morris, left side. Westbrook outside. Back to Morris. This one for three. He can't get that one to fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. McDaniels passes to Edwards. In transition, here come the Clippers. Good chance here for Westbrook. Pass to Zubats. Leonard outside. Now here's Westbrook. Now George. Puts it up. That one off the back iron and out. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Here's Zubats, and it's slammed in by Zubats.
I really like how Marcus Morris plays within the offense. This guy is so solid.
That's something else,
just beautiful.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Edwards against Westbrook. Here's George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Edwards. Ooh, nice D from George. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Up top, Zubats. Kicks it out to Westbrook. George outside. From the arc. Prince grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. George finds Leonard. Back to George. Pass to Morris. And some solid defense from Towns. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Back to Prince. Here's Edwards. George defending. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
46 seconds left in the first half of this one. Westbrook against Gobert. Westbrook left side. Kicks it to George. He shoots it. Nails the baby hook. George has got 13.
Because of the diverse offensive arsenal of Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him.
Pass to Prince. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's the Clippers on the break. And the dunk by Leonard.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
It's stolen away. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's performing.
The Clippers, 30. Fans, let's hear it for the Milwaukee.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, we've got Mason Plumlee, Nicholas Batum out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon, and It's Highland in at the 1 spot.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
That free throw good from Gordon. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
It's been all Clippers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And so they foul intentionally. George, he's checked in for Gordon.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming on to
Here's Edwards. 14 points for him. Ooh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Applying some pressure with that full court defense.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. And a minute played as the second half gets going. It's George on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here he goes. And that's an intentional foul.
Marcus Morris Sr. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And so it's Minnesota with it. 15-point game. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Zubac into the lane. George outside. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Zubac. Back to Westbrook. Leonard up top. McDaniels covering. Another shot. Leonard can't get it to go. So it's Minnesota now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And an intentional foul right there. The Clippers call timeout.
Team foul. Timeout for the Clippers. Wolves fans, you know them, you love them. Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves.
McDaniels finds Gobert. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
No good on that one.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Shot clock at 6. Here's George. That one falls. George has got 15.
Size and strength. Paul George has both, and you love his willingness to play through contact.
The kick out to Edwards. Morris against Towns. Pass to Gobert. Three-pointer. And there's Towns on the assist from Gobert. Doris with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Leonard against McDaniels. It's blocked by Gobert.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Here's Edwards. The putback. It's rebounded by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to Leonard. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Edwards with it, guarded now by George. Prince down low. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And for the Clippers, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. George against McDaniels. George drives in. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Paul George's ability to put the ball on the floor and drive it balances out his shooting. So important to have both.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. Over Morris. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. George outside. From the high post. Not going to go that time.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
He hasn't just contributed to the offense tonight. He's controlled it, accounting for almost half their points all by himself. I mean, he was just punishing the D for every mistake they made. Wow, what a performance.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Anthony Edwards out there with McDaniels. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Westbrook. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Is there a player in the league who makes these late clock situations look that easy? I don't think so. Russell Westbrook, the master.
Towns passes to McDaniels. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Russell Westbrook.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Edwards against Westbrook. George outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that Stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Powell passes to Zubac. It's George on the wing. Clock at 6. They set a pick. Leonard outside. Puts up a three. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Until they foul intentionally.
13 foul.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific positional defender, and he just uses that body so well to contest shots.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Here's Powell. Out to Leonard.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Zubac. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, this is one aspect of this game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 13. A minute 50 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. McDaniels against Powell. Pass to Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in.
Feed Rudy Gobert down low. Watch him cash in.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. George passes to Zubac. Leonard outside. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Powell outside. Clock at 6. Morris outside. Over Towns. That one's wide left. Well, the Timberwolves shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. 4th team foul.
It's Edwards on the wing. George defending.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. So the first one drops, and that brings him within 10.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Here's George. Leonard on the wing. Covington, a screen on McDaniels. Leonard for three. Pure from three-point range.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Good on the shot.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
To the middle. Here's Covington. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Minnesota with the ball. Trailing by 10. It's Edwards with a drive, off with the layup, and he commits the intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
George outside. Powell outside. Back to George. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
at the arena. They're looking to leave town on a winning note tonight. So Phoenix will get the first possession. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. It's stolen by Gobert. Towns kicks to Gobert. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Paul passes to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Hits the jumper in space. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
And here's Edwards following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Here's Towns. Right side, Conley. Stolen by Durant. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And rejection by McDaniel. And they're able to recover. Second shot opportunity. Booker finds Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 6-point game. Towns, a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards driving inside.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Paul against Conley. The shot's good from Paul.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Here's Gobert, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Love how well Gobert positions himself when shots go up. Committed to getting every board out there.
A free throw drops for Gobert. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Booker outside. Fader on the way. Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Tries to save it. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Back to Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things. The refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Now here's Paul. The 19-foot shot, good on the jump shot. Durant's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here is Edwards. 8 points for him. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Ball against Conley. Paul kicks to Booker. Bobbed up there for KD. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Ooh, that play was nasty. Durant showing how aggressive he can really be.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards with the screen for Conley. And Towns gets it to go. Nice back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And here is Paul. Outside for Durant. And finished off by KD.
There's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Phoenix Suns. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. And KD, here we go.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Paul looking over the floor. There's the pass to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. KD on the wing. And finished off by KD.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Outside Edwards. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Ball goes in, makes it off the glass.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
You can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Oh,
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Conley against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Pass to Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Edwards. Shot from 16. And Durant sends it back. Durant with the steal. Lobbed up there for Durant. Towns with the steal. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about Towns' activity level there? Sensing an opportunity and going for it on the steal. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They'd better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Timberwolves?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Now here's Durant, 13 points in the game.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. thought he laid it straight up and in.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
1:53 left in the first half.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Timberwolves call time. Here's Paul. Booker outside. Feeds to KD. Stolen by McDaniels. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Up the floor. And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley. Edwards got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota. Ball against Conley. They need this. And that one is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Make some noise for your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Fans, give a round of applause for your Timberwolves dancers. It's time for T-shirts. Fans, your First Avenue Breakers. Make some noise. All right, everyone, give a big hand to your First Avenue Breakers.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Outside Edwards. Wide open look, and he hits the jump shot. Edwards got 23 points.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
So, question here. How do you stop a near 7-foot guy who can handle the ball like a guard and shoot threes? I'll wait.
Oh, here's Edwards. 23 points in the game. He kicks it to McDaniels. And Edwards with the stuff.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Durant with it. Working on McDaniels. Ayton dishes the ball. Durant in the corner. 6 to shoot. Driving to the basket. And Booker able to finish. Booker's got 7 points.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
Edwards inside. Defended by Booker. Conley the pass to Gobert. Out to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Edwards going inside. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Trying to show off just a little bit there. But
thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the
34. The Suns, 28.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Terrence Ross. Also Landry Shamet is out there. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Shamet following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Pass to Ross. Launches a three. Hands it from downtown. Ross has got his first 3 points of the game. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
Here's Baisley. Here is Ross. A steal. The Timberwolves been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And that one misses.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Now here's Anderson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Noel. To the wing on the left. Now here's Reed. He's covered closely, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Suns trail by 5. Now here's Shamet. Over in the corner, Warren kicks it to Ross. Reed with the block, and they get it back. Landale pass to Ross. Here's Shamet. Second chance shot, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And already at such a young age, Landry Shamet considered one of those critical role pieces for a very good team. Sky's still the limit for where he can get to.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Paul's checked in for Phoenix. Conley with it. Out to Edwards. Left side, Towns. Back to Edwards. Towns down low. Durant's there, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Towns has got 8 points.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Paul passes to Booker. Outside Durant, stolen by McDaniels. Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's Paul. Outside for KD. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 18 points for him.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Edwards over to the left wing. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by the Suns. Goes back up. Misses at the rim. 1:33 left in the third. Here's Booker. Gobert with the defensive effort.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Now here's Paul. The three from KD. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious. Right here, guys, in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Minnesota calls timeout. Minnesota leading by 3. Out to Edwards. And there's the drive, and Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. This one for three. Drills it from outside. Booker's got 10 points.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And finished off by Edwards.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's KD, and rejection by McDaniel.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Booker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, as a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
Both free throws good from Booker. Here is Edwards. He's got 36. Doesn't go for him. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He's approaching. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And the Timberwolves call time here. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He said, keep grinding. They're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfect. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thanks, David. Fighting in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Minnesota.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Here's Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Outside, Towns. Shoots over KD. Stolen by Durant. And now the Suns, a fast break. Paul's running. Another 3 for Phoenix. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on their turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. And you've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Outside for KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Edwards against Booker. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 15 points here in the second half.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's Booker, counted, and the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
And the Timberwolves call time. for those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Josh Okogie, fourth personal foul, first team foul.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. Out to Conley. Jacks up a three. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable. And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Outside for KD.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Tries again to the left wing. Booker looking around. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
That's got to feel good. A guy who can score, stepping up and hitting buckets, as important as that one.
Outside Edwards. There's the try. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constitutes.
The previous play is under
Getting
review.
a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for
The ruling on the floor stands.
the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. We're double checking, and the game continues on.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Durant with a screen on Conley. Ball kicks to Durant. Going inside, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
Booker against Edwards. Towns wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
For 3, Okogie. All up top. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Durant. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Out to Conley. Outside Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3 ball.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Paul kicks to Booker. This is to Ayton. Ball against Conley. For 3, Durant misses the 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And everyone is counting on him. Gobert needs to be at his best here. It's all about execution.
Well, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. On deep. Off on that one. And so Minnesota takes the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
To the best kid